was a meeting of an area formula meeting of the Security Council that was described as open yesterday on the topic of missing persons. It wasn't webcast. So I have just a tech, I guess I'm just asking you as from the UN's perspective, nor was it on this easy TV. Is a meeting that's open, broadcast, or how is that decided?
Well, you would have to ask the organizers. They would have to request. They would have to request the webcast. As far as I know, I don't think area formula meetings are webcast. But obviously, if the organizers of a meeting ask for it to be webcast, then we do whatever we can to do that.
And on what was said in the meeting, one of the council members said on the topic of missing or disappeared persons that there should be provisions that the graves, or what were described as mass graves in Burundi, be preserved in order to find out who was put in them. And I wanted to know whether the UN team, whether Mr. Ben-Amar's or the Office of Human Rights people or the emerging team there, is this within their mandate? Is anything being done?
I'm not aware of exactly what was said, but obviously it is very important that in any situation that proof or evidence of possible crimes be preserved. Mr. Lee.
Sure. I wanted to ask you, it's about Haiti, but about peacekeeping more generally. There's been a study, pretty detailed study put out by the Yale School of Public Health, looking back at the introduction of cholera to Haiti. And beyond, finding, again, they believe that it was brought by the UN. This is the part I wanted to ask you about. They were saying that there's some very simple strategies that could be deployed, would have saved lives and would in the future, including antibiotic prophylaxis at a cost of $1 per peacekeeper a week before deployment, or screening at a cost of $2.50 per peacekeeper. But they say in their study that neither of these are in place at UN peacekeeping. Can you, I guess I'm asking you, beyond the position hasn't changed on Haiti, just as a position of UN peacekeeping, given that these highly respected doctors are saying that these very cheap prophylactic measures could save lives, if they're not implemented at the UN, why not?
Let me take a look at the study and I'll get back to you.
Can I ask one more?
Are you sure?
Because I missed your response. I read it in the transcript, actually, that you'd said that that UNMISS is not flying according to the 28-state map in South Sudan. Maybe I hadn't asked it correctly. What I'd heard, and I'm going to ask you, it may be a distinction or not, is that it's the UN Humanitarian Air Service, that they were told that if they do not file customs forms and accept this 28-state designation, there will be no flights, and that they are going along with it. Is there a distinction in your answer between UNMISS and UNHAS?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, the UN is the UN.
So they're not. Okay. So they're not flying.
I have really nothing to add to what I said. Yesterday. Okay. Thank you.